here they call the police. No police can tell me no lock is more important than the human life where they supposed to have water.
Now,
So, this is what's happening. I'll be back.
now you saw the video of how they turned my water off January 2nd,
Get my tubes.
and the officer told them to turn that water back on. So I wake up and it's not on.
For dispatch, press 1. Make sure my records or general information. Please press 2. If you know your party's extension, please dial it now. Just dial by name. Your call is being transferred. Please hold. Riverdale Police Department, Rayford speaking. Hi, Riverdale. My name is Pauline Jones. I reside at 13847 State Street, Riverdale, Illinois. The people upstairs keep turning my water off. Now, the other day, or 2 days ago, I had to break the lock to go down there to try to get me some water. Yesterday, they put a new lock on the door and turned the water off in the backyard where I can't get any water. So the officer told them last night to turn the water back on. She told them to go, if you have to go to Ace Hardware, get the things and make it happen. I'm up this morning and they walking around here and the water is still not turned on. So I'm finna go break that lock again, because a lock is not more important than a human life when it comes to having water. And since they keep playing the game, the officer told them last night to stop doing this criminal behavior. And they still haven't turned my water on. So I'm making a report that I'm finna go break this lock. Thank you. Alright, bye-bye. Bye.
Now look again how fast the officers get there.
Did not turn the water on. Well, why are you videotaping me, buddy? Yeah, so now, I'm videotaping you again. But you ain't got nothing, dear. Because like I said, they told you last night to turn this water on. And don't say you're not responsible. No, they tell me to do nothing. They can't tell me to leave. You need to leave. You guys need to get out and find me some real jobs and stop coming to people's houses stealing. You need to stop that old stop lying. Oh thief, oh petty thief.
She run upstairs then.
So even though the police told y'all to give me for turn the water on last night, you refused to do it, huh?
See how fast the police got there? Now watch what he says. The officer.
Hey, what are you doing?
Breaking this door. The police told me last night, told them to turn that water back on. They did not turn it on. They had all day, all night.
You're not supposed to be here.
I am supposed to be here. I talked to the inspector general who put the sign on the door. He told me that they cannot put me out the building, even though that note is on the door. Now I talked to the inspector, the officer who put it there.
I don't need that.
I'll show you the video taken last night where the officer said for them to turn this water back on.
Bill, hey, there's a property owner.
He knows who the property owner is.
Once we take care of this, y'all gonna have to fortify this.
Now you hear what he said? Once he take care of this, for them to fortify that door. So they locked me out as soon as he asked me to step outside.
The building is condemned, and she won't give me my security deposit so I can move.
Put the hammer down.
Step outside.
You're not supposed to be here.
I talked to the inspector general. He said that they can't put me out here until the sheriff come out in April.
There are a lot of things that are disconnected. It doesn't make any sense to me. Every time I deal with you, disconnected conversation.
What do you mean disconnected?
Yeah,
He gonna send me to get help. My conversation is disconnected.
I'm gonna make a call because you can't force me to do anything because somebody cut my water off. Okay.
Now I want to make one note that this officer, they have no record of him being dispatched to my house.
You gonna turn my water off? You're not gonna lock him up. You gonna make me go somewhere?
Like the other officer did the other night, trying to make me go somewhere. But they're not gonna tell me who this officer is. They say he wasn't dispatched. They don't know who was. Nobody was dispatched this day.
How come you guys keep changing your mind? Yeah. Oh, my favorite inspector.
Now they gave me the inspector's name, the white shirt, but the black officer, they say he was never dispatched to my house. Nobody was dispatched there.
Taking that lock off the door and it turned my water off. Again.
You're committing a crime, and you don't know you're committing a crime, which break.
I talked to the officers last night. They told him to turn that water back on.
Break the lock, then criminal damage to property.
You see this big sign up here saying this building condemned? Do you see this?
Talk to the landlord.
And what did she say?
Break the lock and damage the door.
She needs to give me my security.
And see how fast he didn't talk to Miss Libera? He said he didn't already talk to the landlord.
Yes.
Isn't that something?
They can't do anything to April. But in the meantime, I live here and I need water. They cannot stop me from... That's right.
Break her locks either.
Then she needs to give me my security deposit or turn the water on. She needs to... You're telling me a lock is more important than the human life of me having water? Are you serious?
It's a criminal act.
I'm telling you that my right to have water is not a criminal act. That if I have to do, I'm going to take that lock. I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to take that lock. I am going to break that lock. If they don't give me some water, okay, well, fine.
Okay, that's all it is. I'm just letting you know.
I just want you to know that they trying to tell me I can't have water. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Great idea.
Are you talking about having me committed? Why? Oh, but they have no right to tell me I can't have water. I did for him to say that what I'm saying don't make sense. How it don't make sense that you want to have water? Tell me, I need to be committed because I want to have water. Yeah, they cut the pipe. And then they cut the water up in the backyard. Now I can't get no water in the backyard. Yes. Now they done cut it off in the backyard. Why can't get water from the backyard?
Now this is at 8 minutes and say 9 minutes. And look how long it takes them to finally figure out what they're going to do with me.
They have to tell you where I'm at if they talking about taking me anywhere. I ain't gonna argue with them, but they have to know I have a right to have water. The police told them last night to turn the water back on, fish. They told him go find Clan. He didn't have equipment to turn the water on. They told him to go. The police officer, I got the video, told him last night to go get something and turn that water back on. And this morning, he still hasn't turned that water on. Yeah, they supposed to turn it back on. He knows it's against the law for them to turn that water off. And to cut my pipe. All right. They got to tell you where I'm at if they try to take me anywhere. I ain't arguing with them.
Now who is this officer that the Riverdale Police Department won't say who he is? That he doesn't exist. He gotta exist if he's on this tape. Or if he's on this video, he has to exist. They have to know who he is.
And I told them plenty of times that water, I'm supposed to have water. officer told him to turn the water on last night, cut my pipes and everything. And then gonna say I can't. I'm the one crazy when they cutting the pipes. And I called. You know, I called and I told him I was gonna break that lock.
So you see, they didn't call the paramedics. And they have to discuss what they're going to do with me.
It says the building is condemned, not apartment.
It says this property is condemned. Now you see they got a fire truck too, in order for to get me so I can't have water. They got a fire truck. Isn't that amazing?
I was trying to break the lock on the basement because they turned my water off.
Because you over here breaking the law. And, you know,
The officer didn't say I was breaking the law last night. How can you guys have so many conflicting information?
I just heard the call from disposition yesterday.
And what did he say? What didn't he tell them? Didn't you want to see the video? I have it on video.
So he says the officers that own the video that I recorded earlier on YouTube. He said the officers say they never said that for them to turn the water on.
Turn that water back on. Proline Jones. Yes, 13847 State Street, Riverdale, Illinois. Obama. Oh, no.
So I passed. He answered the first question. I was sane, so they couldn't say anything. So now they're trying to figure out what else they can do with me since I passed the test.
No, what I want is some water. I want them to turn the water on so I can have some water.
Stay here.
Yes,
Can I get some information from you?
yes,
What's your first name?
Proline Jones.
Now look how many people are here.
Proline, P-E-A-R-L-I-N-E.
If you'll notice the people standing in the background, there are a bunch of people here in order to lock me up for turning water on.
Make sure you take it. I'm not signing any paperwork. I'm not signing anything.
Proline, how old are you?
I'm 66 years old.
Another set of questions.
June 15, 1950.
Any medical history? Asthma, high blood pressure, anything like that?
No.
Currently taking any medications for anything?
Just, right now I'm taking, just my regular medication.
I couldn't think of what they were because I couldn't believe this was happening.
I'm taking them for, not high blood pressure, but, acid reflux. Yes.
Do you have any allergies to medicine that you know of?
Not that I know of.
Check your blood pressure and stuff?
No.
No pill or anything?
No. I don't want none of that. I'm irritated because I need to have water like every other human being needs to have.
Okay. When was the last meal that you had?
Yesterday, last night.
Last night? Okay.
Now, you hear me telling him that, but on my paperwork that the hospital gave me, they said that I wasn't eating.
Water.
I haven't had no water last night because I got up this morning. They didn't turn the water off. They turned the water off last night.
Last night you haven't had any water. Okay.
police station and told him I was going to break the lock because the officer told him last night to turn the water back on. So I called the station before I went down there to break the lock, to let them know I was going to break it.
Okay. Where you live?
Yes.
What apartment number?
First floor right here.
Is it a number or a letter? Just number.
First floor.
Okay, for sure.
Now look how many of them is it. These are all new people. Look at all these paramedics, officers, fire department.
Only thing I want is that lock so I can give you some water. That's the main thing. And I don't see that why that's a big issue. Why I have to have this? Because I want water.
Okay, then we have that.
I'm sorry to be angry with you, but for this officer to say that I need to be committed because I want water?
Now you see where he's standing. You see he's at my address. He knows my name. But he wrote down the wrong address. And he wrote down my wrong name. And he'll confirm that later on when he changes the name on the paperwork. But you know the address he's using, which made me know is deliberate? He used my old address at 14047 Turner Avenue in Midlothian. He shouldn't have known that information. And they just milling around. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do with me.
All right, all right.
For them to have my wrong address and a wrong name, you know how they lose people in the system. And they're trying to discuss. That's why I had to zoom in. I was trying to see what they were saying. But they're keeping it private. Whatever they're saying, they don't want me to hear it. But they have to gather in their little huddle and discuss what they're going to do with me. Now, count the paramedics if you can. I'll try to count them for you. That's one. And the ploy they use all the time like they did in 2008, they want to try to get you in the ambulance and say, oh, you have high blood pressure. You need to go to the hospital and let us check you out. They used that before. Yeah, they're trying to figure out, look at this guy with the foam on his ear, trying to figure out what they're going to do. Set up something at that murder hospital, at that murder ward that they want to take me to. Now you got to remember, they done already tested me once, and I was coherent, so they said I was fine. Now they're trying to pull something else.
He said he put up there because Miss Rivera said there was no water in the building. She came to him and told him that there was no water in the building. And she would only know that if she shut the water down. Because I talked to him. Yeah, I talked to him because I wanted to know why was the building condemned. Why was there a condemned sign on the building? And he said the girl came to him and told him that the water was off. The only way she could have knew that, she turned it off. And the book went in the basement and the
And you guys know I have a video on YouTube about when she turned that water off.
Water from the spigot in the back, you know where the hose is? Because see, they still got water upstairs. They just cut my water. So they still got water, hot water and cold water upstairs. So I was getting water at the backyard to cook and to bathe with. And yesterday they cut that off. And changed a lot. So I called the police yesterday. I didn't talk to them twice, tell them I have to have water. All they had to do was leave the water on in the backyard. I don't care if they don't fix the water heater or give me some fresh cold water. All I wanted was the water in the backyard. But for them to change the lock and cut the water off in the backyard, to leave me no source of water. And that's criminal behavior itself. They're not supposed to be cutting people water off. And when I talked to him, the guy that put the notice up, he said that he can't make me leave the building. He said, but unless he does something, since there's me and her going to court, he said, but he can't make me leave, that they can't do anything about it. But he said that she told him that she cut the water was off.
And again,
So how you gonna go and have somebody condemn a building? All you had to do was turn the water on. Let me have fresh water, hot and cold water.
and again, why would a fire inspector not tell her she's in violation?
Because see, they done towed the water heater completely out. They done cut my pipe. They done took the thing leading up to me anymore. They done cut the pipe and put fresh pipes in that you can see go down, the connection goes straight up to their apartment. My brother came by, if he hadn't showed me what they had did, I would have never known why I didn't have water. And the officer told him last night, she said, make it happen. Since he claimed he didn't have no rent, now he's supposed to be maintenance. He claimed he didn't have nothing to turn the water back on. But she told him if you had to go to the hardware, go get something and give her water. And that was 8 o'clock last night. And I get up this morning, I still don't have water. And they walking around playing games, walking back and forth in front of me like, well, we ain't got to do nothing no officer say. You know, they don't have to listen to anything.
You know, the neighbors upstairs have water?
Oh, yes, they got water. And there's even water in the laundry room. The laundry room is right here. There's hot water in the laundry room. There's cold water for me to wash. And they have hot and cold water upstairs. I'm the only one who don't have it.
Now they're still moving around.
That's my daughter. That.
Now, that's another thing. I told you guys last time about the video of how my family was in on trying to have me committed, was working with the Riverdale Police Department in that playlist I have about the police. They have my daughter and Miss Libera.
Because I want water. That doesn't make any sense.
They have my daughter and Miss Libera on speed dial. Who gave them my daughter information? Did they keep that information at the police department? Where if you have a problem, they have your family's number where they can automatically call your family? Really? Now, at this point, I haven't seen my daughter in months. You know, guys, when I made that last video for me leaving Washington, you know I had a problem. So you know she can't say anything about what's going on with me because I haven't talked to her or seen her in months. So for them to have my daughter's information and to contact her and say, she says I'm not taking my medication and that I need to be evaluated when we don't get along, huh? But as you see, they're still milling around. They're still trying to find a way to do something with me. Because twice already the paramedics didn't question me and I was coherent. I'm not a harm to myself or others. So far it's been 25 minutes that they've had me standing outside trying to figure out what to do. And that officer, the one that has no name, the one that mysteriously is not on the scene, as the Riverdale Police Department would have me know. As I said, they gave me the name of the officer with the white shirt, but that other officers, they said he was not dispatched there. They don't see anybody who came there. But why would a white shirt just come? Really? Are they? That's what I'm saying about playing games. That they're saying only the sergeant showed up at this call and no regular officer was dispatched. And they're still milling around trying to figure out what to do with me. And like I said, this is not about me leaving that apartment. They want to confiscate all of my merchandise, all of my property, because on the video that I made right before I went to Washington, they had cordoned off the streets and said nobody can park on that side in front of my apartment, because they were planning, when I went to Markham Courthouse, to clean me out. And as soon as I went to Washington, they went into that apartment. Now, for them to say that they're evicting me, how do you evict a person without any possessions? And number one, this was only supposed to be because I was delusional and I was going to break that lock to get water. So it's been almost a half an hour and they're still milling around trying to figure out what they're going to do. A bunch of them. All of them. Fire department, paramedics, police, white shirt, sergeant. And they're having their private conversation. And the main thing that looks bad is they're not talking to me. You said, let's go.
No, well, let me talk to somebody before.
Let's go.
All right. Now, why am I going to the hospital? Can you explain to me why I'm going to the hospital?
Be able to explain it to you.
My family explained to me. I can't lock my house up. Oh, really?
He said I don't have a house.
They're not supposed to be in there either. That Robert, the inspector, said that I could be there.
I don't have a house. That's exactly what he said. Let's go. But you know, they were talking for a long time. They haven't been talking to me. They weren't conversing with me, trying to see how I felt.
Everything, I just had to leave my house like that.
Because I had food cooking.
Really? My door open, they coming in, stealing stuff out my house, and I have to leave my house, my money, and everything like that?
They said the door was locked.
No, it's not.
They changed the locks, right?
No, I said they changed the lock in the basement.
Oh, in the basement.
Well, you know, I've been in my house. Where I've been like this.
Because all I had on was a gown.
You're going to tell me I have to be committed because I want water.
I'm trying to figure it out right now. Your family wants you to go to the hospital.
My family can't tell me. Me and my family don't get along. So how could they tell me anything? How my family going to tell me they want me to go to the hospital when we don't get along?
Hold on.
So how is it?
They're trying to figure it out. Just sit here in the warmth for now. Let's just go with that.
In the warmth. Because you hear what they locked me out in the cold.
Tell me that I need to be
And still, were they able to contact my family?
Bipolar, depression.
Schizophrenia, yes. But what does schizophrenia have to do?
Your medication.
Yes. But what does this schizophrenia have to do with me wanting work? Huh? I don't understand it. So they can keep going in my house, they can cut my water off, which is illegal, and I'm the one got to go somewhere. Isn't that something?
That's the thing that I have to leave without my property.
Diabetic, aren't you?
No. Yes, well, how many times you gonna ask me? But I'll comply. I'll keep answering. We're in Riverdale, Illinois. I'm at 13847 State Street. I have all my faculties. I'm going through this because I want water, huh? I'm recording.
Oh, okay. I like the thing. You probably used up all that space by now.
Oh no, I got plenty of space. And I got this recording showing that the police told them to turn the water on last night. I got also recording where I called the police department and I told them I was going to break that lock because they didn't turn my water on.
Your daughter or something.
Me and my daughter do not get along. So why could she have any decisions when we in a dispute? That's what I'm saying. Nobody who you having an argument with can have you committed, especially if you haven't seen them for months. I don't understand why these people are not arrested for turning my water off, for trying to attempt murder by thirst. And a family member, somebody I don't get along with, can make a decision for me? Really?
And how did they get her number? How did they have my daughter on speed dial? The Riverdale Police Department keeps a record of your family members' numbers? Really?
It would be something to go. And I know this happens all the time where people are committed to these places. I have a lot of video of that and I talk about that a lot on my YouTube channel. Yes, Proline Jones, look it up.
Could be higher. Actually, it's good. Well, your blood pressure is really high.
That scam.
Of course. It's probably high too because I haven't had any water.
No, I thought that would make it like that.
Yeah. How's somebody gonna make a, I don't see and don't get along with gonna make a decision for me?
They lie about their blood pressure.
Extremely high. So, at least let them, get checked out the hospital.
No, nope.
Trying to still get me to go to the hospital.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Anytime somebody, you have to go through these changes because you want water? I don't need my blood pressure. No, that's not my blood pressure. I need some water. A family member. And I don't understand how you guys can tell me I have to leave my house wide open. My doors and everything is unlocked. My purse, everything in my house. I've never heard anything like that. Just for that, the necessity things you need, like your ID, or your money or something. How do y'all do that? How do you do that? Tell me I have to leave my house open. Wow. Well, folks, you know how God works it. I'm not going to worry about a thing because he got it covered. They can't do nothing. They can't do anything unless he allows it.
And it's all about just taking my things, moving me out of my apartment without any of my things, confiscating all of my property, all of my food storage, all of the medications and things I have for survival.
I'm going to go see where these officers at. You see if they in my house. I don't trust them.
They're not.
Okay.
There's no reason to go in there.
Uh-huh, yeah.
You don't have anything they want.
Do you hear that? I don't have anything they want, and still.
What's going on? Why they?
It's my choice. I'd let you stay here.
Uh-huh.
But why am I sending this ambulance all this time? They're not taking me anywhere. And what are the officers still doing outside? So it's been 40 minutes almost, and I'm still here, sitting here in this ambulance since they've come.
Oh, this is really something. This is insanity. Now, this is insane. This is really something where they can want to commit. Talking about my daughter? She don't. Really? Now, we know family, just because they say they family doesn't mean that they family. Family is the people who stick by you, who help you and do things. Family is not people who do their best to try to hurt you. So for my daughter to say, and they want to do so because my daughter said something? Really?
But again, how were they able to contact my daughter that quick? And where did they get the information from? Her number. But that happened in Washington too. They all told me they knew my daughter. Even in Washington, when I was at the bus station, the security guards say, well, I talked to Amanda.
I gotta make sure I get his name. When we got his video, well, I want his name. So, well, it's gonna come up all in any rate pretty soon anyway. And to leave my house wide open, I can't even lock my house up. Knowing them things upstairs been coming in and out of my house. Isn't that something? I've never heard of such a thing. Well, people, I haven't posted a video in a while. Looks like I'm going to have to walk up to the library or somewhere and give me some internet to post these videos. I'll be back. I'm going to put it on pause. Now, you know, that video I posted about them policemen that arrested me falsely in Homewood. The last time I checked, it got about 400 hits. But I know YouTube held it down for how many views it actually got. I gotta check it and see how many views it has again. But this will go on my list, on my playlist of Riverdale Police Department. I will post this one under that playlist. Be back.
Now, it's been 40 minutes, and I kept pausing it. So, you know, in between times, it had to be over. I told up how long it took them how long they was dealing with me in front of my house in this situation. Because I was pausing it too. And them officers are still outside. I'm still sitting in front of my house.
I don't understand this. They have no right. Nothing. No legal reason. Nothing. I'm not violent. I'm not suicidal. and get my ID? Really? All right. I'm gonna pause again.
We were calling here that we're concerned about. You know, your blood pressure is really high, though.
But
Okay?
that has nothing to do with my legal rights. If I'm not a harm to myself or others, there's no reason for me to be taken anywhere.
Charlie, I understand that. Well, our job, though, is to let you know that your blood pressure is so high, you understand you could die from this blood
I
pressure.
could die from lack of water too, can't I? I could die from lack of water. Nobody's concerned about taking them people turning my water on, are they?
We're concerned about your health right now.
My health has been in the system. I've been without water longer than I've been having this high blood pressure because I'm upset.
I understand you're upset, but it's
I
extremely
don't-
high.
I don't.
Elevated is one thing, but extremely high,
I don't care.
it's higher than just
There,
being upset.
I have to deal with my priorities. My priority is not my blood pressure. My priority is to give me some water.
They're trying to use that as an
and
excuse.
dealing with these people upstairs. Like I said, I'm not going to harm myself. I'm not going to harm them. I just want some water. And my life should be more important than a lock on that door.
Shirley, we understand your life is important. That's why we would recommend you go. You can go to the hospital, get your
No.
and you get water.
No.
I can get water at the hospital.
Okay.
Really.
Just go through the motion. Alright. What's the word? Yeah, they said no. She said she could sign, but right. Okay. But
I could die.
sign a refusal, they're gonna arrest you.
If I sign a refusal. If I don't.
Don't go to the hospital with us. They're gonna take you to jail. And then once you get
Well, it's just,
they're gonna take you to the hospital anyway.
well, I just have to go that route. Because I want them to do everything illegal that they have to do. Because, like I said, I'm not a harm to myself or others. So I want them to push it and do everything illegal like you're doing. I want to record the video of them doing everything illegal.
And you do understand what
I don't care. I don't care.
I mean, like, already previous to all of this.
No, y'all are trying to force me into a hospital, and there is no reason for me to go to a hospital.
Well, I mean, your blood pressure is high.
That has nothing to do with me getting water.
Through our board of this.
If I don't go, they're gonna arrest me.
You have to sign something.
I'm not signing anything because the refusal saying that I had a problem. I do not have a problem.
And the refusal is saying that you don't have a problem, is what it's saying.
He lied.
I need to see
Read
everything.
it?
Yes.
Okay. Just this first section right here. That's all that you're going to be doing.
That's the first section. Isn't it slick?
Nope, I'm not going to sign it. Because it's saying the office service. They're saying that there was a problem in the first place. And I just don't want the services. I did not have a problem. I did not harm anybody. I wasn't going to harm myself. So there was no reason for you guys to be here in the first place.
So if I didn't go to the hospital with them, they said I was going to be arrested. So they let me go again.
I'll take care of that. I'll take care of the blood pressure.
That's a pro they use all the time. Say, we got to take it because your blood pressure is high.
P.
P-A-R. Harley.
So they trying to straighten my name out and my address now on the paperwork because they were going to lose me with the wrong name and the wrong address.
You gentlemen have a good day.
So they let me go again. Now there's 2 or 3 times that they've examined me and they've let me go. So I go up to my door. And remember the officer told Mr. Clarence to fortify that door when he took care of this.
Now, how am I supposed to get in my house since they done locked the door?
Pay attention to this too. I want you to pay attention to this. I wish I could pause it.
Officer, now you know they locked me out, so how am I supposed to get back in my house? Oh, you done locked me out my house without my purse, ID, or anything? Are you crazy? Are you people?
Look at the demon on the side of that car. Look at the demon, the symbol. See that demon on the police car? See that face?
I can break my window. I'm going in that house.
See that face?
Yes. You let them lock me out. You are the worst criminal murderers in the world. Now why can't you tell them to open that door and let me back in my house?
Yeah, that's crazy. So the sergeant is talking to this officer who has no name, and the Riverdale Police Department doesn't know who he is. And he has the demon on the side of the police car. Demon or alien, whatever it is. So the paramedics got to come again. And they talk, get in that huddle again.
Fine. Can I get my ID? Can I get my ID out my house? Can I get my? It's in my house.
Look at his eyes. Look at him.
All my things. I'm saying I don't have permission. Okay. Well, never mind. I'm going. Mm-hmm.
So they take me. Cause
Now what's the problem now?
so it's been over an hour that I've been standing outside. I'm going through this.
So I guess I became a harm to myself or others. So I became a harm to myself or others all of a sudden. So I became a harm to myself or someone else all of a sudden.
So I guess they set it up at the hospital for them to take me in there and not release me. I wasn't supposed to survive that incident in that hospital.
And I hope you don't try to take my phone. Because number one, all this is, my folks is recording this. So
And they did tamper with my phone. They took the SIM cards out. They took the SIM cards out. And they bent the slot that the SD card goes in. But I worked with it and bent it and fixed it back.
Now why am I been taken? Have I became a harm to myself or others?
You are unable to sit over at this bench.
The police feel I'm what?
Non-living condition.
Oh, so that makes me get committed because I'm...
Be evaluated.
Oh, wow. Wow, because I want water.
So I don't know how to take care of myself. That's what they're saying.
So they feel that officer and that sergeant who tried to come in my house before.
Not that they feel you wanting water makes you be committed. It's that they want you to have a safe environment.
But he knew exactly what was happening.
I will say,
He had a lot of parts to play in it.
harassment, this is
They try to
all
play innocent.
because those officers who I keep having a problem with, the Riverdale Police Department, who's in conspiracy to with Miss Lavera. Now, when you do go on YouTube, look under my name, check out the playlist I have with the Riverdale Police Department. I have a
It's just under your name?
yes, Rolene Jones. I have a playlist on that dealing strictly with the police department. But check out my other videos. So I do I record everybody. I don't care. And like I said, I ain't worried about it.
Have you ever been to Eagles before?
Yes, I think it was for
Eagles is
one time
been in this conspiracy for a long time. Cause in 2008 they pulled that same stunt.
the most recent time was 2008, I think. And that's because I videoed a person at a store that broke my phone, and I videotaped him. Yep.
So you had to go in for that?
Yeah, it's because
For what? Same thing? Like you found?
no, I didn't go in for no. Because they didn't do anything. They didn't give me no psycho bail. They didn't do anything. They just let me go.
After they gave me some bogus paperwork.
Now, I had the paperwork that they gave me, but no doctor saw me. Nobody saw me. And I kept that paperwork, too, because that was illegal, too. Yeah, but you know what happened to that guy that videotape? Who called the police on me and had me. He wound up paying me royalty. And you know what happened? It was so good that I didn't even know he was going to be in the spot. And I don't know how he knew I was there, but he showed up and gave me a check for $235. No, well, he didn't, but his lawyer did. But, as I said, God always works it out. So I'm not going to worry about it. Well, what he did was gave me evidence on how that system was set up. Where they took me in the Eagle, then illegally. And I never saw a doctor.
Taking you in. So if they can't come up with a good reason why we're bringing you in, let's do the exact same thing. I mean, doctors will see you and see if you're mentally capable of being released, and they'll release you. So it'll be hopefully a quick experience.
It doesn't matter. It shouldn't be an experience at all, because I want water. That doesn't make any sense, and I don't think anybody seeing this video, it would make sense too. But as I said, anybody they know my history with the Riverdale Police Department. They know I've given them plenty of evidence of things that was going on from them people upstairs, and they have not tried to take care of it. So, the Riverdale Police is saying anything is not credible. You understand what I'm saying? And anybody who sees my videos know that. The people that make comments, they say, watch it, bro. Be careful. Watch those officers. So, like they comment about Miss Avera. When she came and told me she was going to turn that water off. And then she told me that in the same day that water was turned off. And you think that I didn't videotape all of that? I didn't videotape them downstairs in the basement breaking the heater? And that was already posted. You understand what I'm saying? So there's plenty of credible evidence showing that this is harassment.
Cause he said I was only going for evaluation.
360, 42,
360.
4266. Now, if I'm released, how am I supposed to get back home?
No money, no ID,
See?
no coat, no hat, no glasses.
Me and my daughter don't get a loan. What? I have there's a playlist of the Riverdale Police Department.
So the police is the one that's doing the charge. He's saying, not my daughter. Now, it's almost an hour, and I have paused this several times. So you know I had to be out there at least an hour and a half. That they going through this for at least an hour and a half.
They were attacking my WhatsApp and trying not to let me post videos. God let me post every video that was important. I don't care how they tried to block it. I was able to get my videos up and let people see. And even when they were trying to block my views, stuff like that, trying to not let me and block my subscribers to keep people from subscribing to me, I still was out there. At one point, and I know it's good because at one point I did a video and it poured down 1,700 hits in 24 hours. You understand what I'm saying?
That is your home address? The only address you have?
Yes. Yeah. And every time I get subscribers, like I said, I look, my subscribers come up, and then I look, they go down again. People have commented and say, well, Pearl, we tried to like your video, we tried to make comments, we can't get through, and every time I subscribe, for some reason I get unsubscribed, but they still come back. You understand what I'm saying? So no matter what anybody try to do to keep people from finding out what's going on, it's going to show. This is crazy, because I want water. And the police, again, is involved. Yeah, that would be one good thing. But now I don't know how I'm going to get back home because you wouldn't even let me get my purse with no money or ID in there. So this is really ridiculously crazy.
So when has the paramedics ever been in anybody's house for almost 2 hours where it took them this long to take them to a hospital if they had a problem and release them and over and over again and then decide to take them?
All right, because I'm going to be compliant. Okay. That's how my house looking like this. I'm not going to report anybody in the hospital, but I can report the people that interview me.
And you know they took my phone.
All right, you have a good one.
So I gotta have you get changed, okay?
Change for evaluation.
Yep. Everything has to come off except for underwear. And
So you knew they were going to keep me because for evaluation you don't need to take off all your clothes.